Hey guys, Jimmy. Today on Roblox we're playing some more Monsters of Etheria, as you can see on screen right now. Etheria, I don't think I've called it Etheria for a while. Etheria, or Etheria, whatever you want to call it. I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. But anyway, there was a new update yesterday. I actually just loaded yesterday's video just after the update came out because I didn't realize it. So I didn't really feel like recording a video on very lack of sleep and then having to go to work. So that was probably a good decision to not do that. But anyway, we'll check it today. So in this update, there's actually quite a lot, which is very nice, and actually something that I actually really like that has been changed, and I'll get into it in a second. But anyway, for this update, they have introduced random blood moon events. I'm just going to bring this over here just so it's easier for me to read. Blood moon events during a blood moon. Killing other players will reward you 2 times the XP. And this currently has no other effects, so I'm guessing in the future they're gonna have other effects, which will be pretty cool. There are new skins, which is very nice. So if I actually quickly go to the game, let's just say I go to Magu and go to skins, you can see there is Celestial. But the skins in the game are Spatial and Temporal are new skins introduced to the creation crates. Celestial, or the Celestial skin, can be obtained by getting all 5 creation crate skins for a monster. So obviously, as you can tell, my Magu has the demonic, spectral, and angelic already, so that means that I just need the 2 new ones, the temporal and the spatial, and then I'll be able to want the celestial. So celestial is actually like the, if I actually just quickly spawn in as an Etherian, I'm hoping I spawn in the right area, I do. So go to the Lucky Lotto really quickly. So in the regular crate, you can obviously get the colours and also black and white inverted, which don't add up to rainbow. So pretty much this, what am I trying to say? This celestial skin is pretty much the creation crates version of rainbow, which also isn't as rare, but it is still pretty cool, in my opinion, and I've seen just a little bit of it and it actually looks really good. I actually think it might look better than Rainbow on some monsters, which I think Mago would be one of the better ones for it. There is a new monster, which is Ferical, which also is the cat thing, Feral's mutation, which also is Ferical. Not actually sure what the evolution mutation thing is. Oh, close enough. Arcoin. Okay, I have no idea actually what that is, so I guess I'll do a video on that probably tomorrow, or maybe later, because that actually won't take too long. So I'll probably do a video on that because I have no idea where that one is. What the heck is that? Jump animation. that's not even that's only the pre-animation as well, or the pre-mutation as well. Other than that, though, for this update, there is new items. The Arcoin. I guess I probably could have read that. Added sleeping Ferical to the map, which not really sure what that is. Every monster now has 2 plus abilities, so it has at least 2 abilities, which is very good. New abilities are in the game. Drowsy. Sleep caused by this monster lasts longer. Pessimism. Attacks against opponents with the Optimism ability will deal more damage. Optimism attacks against opponents with the Pessimism ability deal more damage. So it's like a back and forth ability, which is pretty cool. Fortune. This monster has an increased increased critical hit chance at full health, which is pretty interesting. At full health is pretty bad, but I'm hoping that most of the monsters that actually have this ability will probably have like a healing factor to them. There is Flimsy Mask. By hiding its face, this monster takes less damage from light type attacks. Not really sure what that one's for. Flimsy Mask. That kind of sounds like Spectrability? It says something to do with a mask. What has a mask? Oh, excellent. Oh, it actually is boxing. Nice. That's okay. Okay, other than that, there is Laser Sight, which is pretty cool. Focused lasers in this monster's eyes allow it to spot weak spot, reducing the chance of varied damage. Not really too sure what that means, but that's pretty cool. Magician's Hat, which was also Magu. This monster cannot be confused. Setting this monster to sleep confuses the opponent, which is pretty cool. Defensive Stance. This monster takes less damage from punches. Etheria Gaze. Damage dealing fire type attacks may also lower the opponent's speed temporarily. Conjuring Rites. Status effects have a chance to be reflected back to the opponent. Blinded. Due to its blindness, this monster has an increased chance of varied damage, which I'm not really too sure what that means, to be honest. Toxic Gaze. Damage dealing poison type attacks may also lower the opponent's speed temporarily. Feral Storm. Boost speed by 1 stage temporarily upon defeating an opponent, which is pretty much like Pokemon's version of... what is Salmancer's hidden ability again? It's not... I won't say Adamant, that's the nature. There's an ability that Salmance gets, it's hidden ability, I don't really remember what it's called off the top of my head. What actually is it? Salamence. How do I not remember it at all? I'm actually going to quickly look it up. It is Moxie. It's pretty much like Moxie but for speed. I'm pretty sure there's probably a speed increase one for Pokemon as well, but I don't really know it off the top of my head. Enchanted Weaving. Attacks against Dark type opponents deal more damage. Savory Steam. Smoky attacks last longer. Extraterrestrial. This monster deals less damage against cosmic type opponents. Deals less damage against cosmic type opponents. That seems pretty bad. Fiery Spirit. Burns caused by this monster last longer. Toxin Casing. Explosive attacks have a chance to inflict poison, which is pretty cool. Remodeled the Mabikit, which also the mutation of that one's actually going to come in probably next week or so. Move pulls for Frogadier and Detatoadnate have been modified, which is pretty cool. The effect of the abilities Vapor Guard, Flame Shield, and Blossom Cover, which I actually didn't know it was actually in the game, it might not be yet, have been modified, which I'll get into that in a second. That is good. Oblivion ability has been nerfed from 0 times to 0.25 times. Avian has been changed from Poison Wind to Poison Cosmic, which is interesting. Added Solar Beam to Ignite Titan's move pool. Fixed an issue where players could become, or could prevent players from becoming Etherians. And in progress is Console Port, which is allowing you to also play most of Etheria or Etheria on Xbox, which also I don't think you can do on PS4 yet, unfortunately. And also in progress, power boosting items. So let's get right onto the different abilities that have been changed. So also I've been complaining about these ones for a while. It's the Ribomb and the Kindite's abilities, which also is Flame Shield, and also for the Ribomb it is Water Vapor, I believe. Yeah, no, Vapor Guard, which if you don't know, before it would take less damage from fire type moves, but it would take more damage from water type moves, which also I said was bad because Vibomb is a water type. It already doesn't take a lot of damage from fire types, and it already is going to take a lot of damage from grass types, so there's no point to make it take more damage from something it's already weak to, and take less damage from something it already doesn't take a lot of damage from. And it's the same for Kindite. Before, Flame Shield used to make it so it would take less damage from grass type moves and more from water type moves, which was again very bad for the type. This actually changed it. This monster takes less damage from water type attacks but more from fire type attacks, and I believe the change is 15%. So if a attack does 100 hit points worth, it'll only do 85 if you have this ability, which is pretty cool. So that is actually really cool. But also more damage from fire type attacks. It's not going to make too much difference, to be honest. But that's pretty nice, I guess. So it's actually beneficial overall, rather than being, yeah, you're giving it a boost to something that already doesn't take a lot of damage from, and then you're giving it like a bigger nerf, really, because you're making it so it's going to take a lot more damage from something it already is going to take a lot of damage from, which is pretty dumb in my opinion. But they changed it now. Also, they now have different abilities, which I'm not really sure which one I'm going to probably use. I think this one's pretty cool, but I think overall the Flame Shield one is better. And for the Ribomb, We have Toxin Casing, explosive attacks that have a chance to inflict poison, which I think might be cool because also it has the new moves, which I'm actually not too sure what they've made. Also, they've actually changed the moves as well. I don't remember the numbers being up there. I remember them being in this corner, I think. But I'm actually going to have a quick look because I'm actually curious to what is different about these monsters' abilities now. Or not, their move pools now really quickly. So we're going to have a quick look at this. Also, I'll probably do a video like opening all of that. So anyway, let's see. You've got Explosion. It made sense. I mean, I said in my video when I was checking out the rainbow version or when this thing first came out and how to get it, I said it doesn't really make sense that it doesn't have an exploding move like Explosion. I completely forgot about Self-Destruct, but also now it has Self-Destruct and Explosion, and I'm pretty sure that's the only moves it got. I don't really see any other ones that it potentially could have got, but there is a slight problem with these moves and the new ability of the Ribomb, as I can already see. Explosive attacks have a chance to inflict poison, but that is only possible to use an explosive attack as if the user dies or faints, because self-destruct and explosion kill you, right? Or in this game actually, does it take you down to 1 health? It might take you down to 1 health, if I remember correctly, potentially, but still, that's pretty scary. Because that's a lot of damage, and that means I don't actually think this thing even has anything to heal with, or does it? If it has something to heal with like rest, then it's actually pretty useful. But let's have a quick look. Bash, bubble, withdraw, poison powder. No. Actually, don't have anything to do that. If I quickly do this, come outside here, and boom. No, you do die. So yeah, I don't think that ability on the Ribomb is going to be very useful. For the Kindite, we have Burns called Best Monster Lasts Long, which is okay, but it's very little damage overall anyway. I think the Flame Shield is better. And for the Ribomb, I think actually the Toxin Casing might be better overall when it actually has a move that isn't going to pretty much like faint itself. So right now, Toxin Casing is pretty bad, just because also it has only self-destruct and explosion, which also will kill the user. So there's no real point trying to get a little bit of a poison effect if you're just pretty much killing yourself. So Vapor Guard probably the best one to use right now. And let's till we get more bombs. Oh, like more explosion attacks, I guess. Like, I don't know. I still feel like gift bomb or something like parcel bomb or something like that could probably be a move. Also, it would be pretty unique, I guess, to the second form of it, because it's pretty much is carrying a parcel bomb, pretty much like a gift bomb, which is interesting. But other than that, the fact that every single monster in the game now has 2 or more abilities is pretty good. Wait, this thing is a fighting bug type thing? I did not realize it was a bug type thing. I'm kind of dumb. But yeah, I feel like this update is very good. Also, I am definitely going to try and get some of the Celestials. I'm hoping to get them on all of them, but I'm clearly going to get a lot of duplicates because I already used my angelic, spectral and demonic things on pretty much everything in the game except from a few things like probably Wazards. Actually, I've already used on Wazards. My Beakit? Actually, I haven't used it on my Beakit yet, so I definitely need to try and get, not use it on this and try and get, I guess, my Beakit done before that. Because the problem is now, since I've already used those vouchers, which I really wish I didn't now, is that if I didn't use my vouchers, which I actually didn't really have too many anyway, so it's not really too big of an issue, I guess. Like, where I have like 16 left of them, really, which is pretty bad compared to all the other ones. But if I opened up like a ton of the creation crates first, and I also got the 2 new ones, which is also temporal and spatial, it means that I can just use my other 3 vouchers, then I can also just unlock that new skin on it, the celestial one, straight away. So it kind of sucks for me because I already also used pretty much all of them on them already, but it's fine. I should be able to get them after a while, but I'm going to get a lot of duplicates like I did in PFX, but that's fine. But anyway, I think I'm going to leave off there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I'll probably upload a video later today showing off how to get the Feral's mutations item, because I have no idea where to get it, and I guess I'll just do a video, and then tomorrow I guess we'll check out the rainbow, and I think actually the day after that we might try and go for the I guess we'll open up some creation crates and try and get some celestials, which I think is actually going to be really, really cool. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and like always, I'll see you guys next time.